Welcome to Mishna study Masechet Eruvin Perek Mishna Zayin. Over here in this Mishnah, I'm going to discuss establishing an Eruv, but too far away. So a person was, let's say, he was Mishayab Mizrach. He was in the east of the city. He tells his son, "Look, I don't know if I'm going to make it. Make an Eruv for me westward, right?" Or if he was in the west, and he tells his son, "Make me an Eruv in the east." So אם יש ממנו לביתו 2,000 אמה ולעירובו יותר מכן, מותר לביתו ואסור לעירובו. So if there was 2,000 amma between him and his home, but it was more than 2,000 amma to reach his eruv, right? If you see this picture over here, he's standing by the little bullseye. He could reach his home, but 2,000 amma ends before he could reach his eruv. Right? I put right over here for his eruv. Then the eruv doesn't count. The eruv is meaningless because it's too far for him. He can't reach it. So he's allowed to go to his home, but he can't go to his eruv. And let's say the opposite. Let's say let's say it was 2,000 amah to reach his eruv, but to his home it was more than that. As mutal eruvo, right? Over here he's allowed to go to his eruv, right? Because his eruv was within 2,000 amah, but he can't go to his home because his home is too far. If a person goes there and puts his eruv in the ibura of the city, right? The ibura is the extension of the city. The extension of the city could either be, if you remember, we spoke about if you have a circled city, right? A city that's the shape of a circle, we actually square it off and then we measure, right? So that squared off area is still considered part of the city. He didn't do anything by placing his eruv there. Or let's say even sometimes you have a bait, you have a little house that protrudes a little further. So we measure from that last home. So imagine if a person went ahead and put his eruv before that last home because he thought it was the city ended earlier. It didn't do anything because you're allowed to carry 2,000 amah from outside of the city. So you put your eruv in the city. That's what you did. So you literally did not do anything. Let's say you put it outside of the Mishna over here says home, but Harambam corrects the language over here, and it says obviously that it's not talking about outside the tchum because then you can't reach it. Rather, it's talking about outside the ibura shel ir. Right, you left it outside of the ibura shel ir. Then mashin iskar mafsid, what he benefits on one side, he loses on the other. Right, so if he laid his eruv 1,000 amot eastward of the city, right, so then he's allowed to travel 1,000 amot to his eruv plus another 2,000 amot past his eruv. Right, so you cover 3,000 amah. Westward. But when it comes to the eastern side, he only gets 1,000 because he lost out. Right? So when he gained 1,000 on the west side, he loses 1,000 on the east side. Right? Mashin iskar hu mafsid, as we explained a few times in the